everyone. My goodness me. Come to the Manawatu, they said. Enjoy the glorious weather, the glorious countryside. Look at this. It is the Online Stabilisation Power Stage here at the Daybreaker Rally. I am Colin Clark, and we are very lucky to be joined by the guru of all things Rally New Zealand, Blair Bartels. Blair, we've been lucky today, haven't we? We've got away with this weather up to this point.
Oh, it's amazing to think that we were talking about dust only a couple of stages ago. I mean, yeah, it's certainly turned a corner now, hasn't it?
It really has turned the corner, but this is the challenge of rallying. Dust through one stage, rain, standing water through the next. It's a challenging 7.8 kilometres this stage. When I drove it, it was dry, but it does sound as if we've got a bit of standing water in there. Difficult.
Absolutely, and you see it running down the side of the road here, and you know, it really, there's championship points on the line.
Hayden, the heavens have opened. What does that mean in terms of the conditions in there?
Well, I told you it was going to rain. It just come a little later than we thought, but probably too much rain now because now we've got streams of water running down the road. So, yeah, a little bit of aquaplaning, but not too bad. It's, yeah, a little bit less rain would have been perfect for the grip.
How is it going to develop, though? You've seen this kind of weather before. How will the stage develop with this kind of rain?
Look, once that water's gone, probably for first half a dozen cars will be quite good. After that, it is going to get quite muddy later on. So, yeah.
Well done, mate.
Yep, and done. Good job. Oh, that was a moment.
Oh, Shane. Well, plenty of challenges today. This is just another challenge, I guess.
Yeah, I don't complain about the dust now. That was pretty tough. I had a couple of big moments there, but yeah, I was trying to drive nice and smooth, but so slippery.
Is the water gathering? Are there puddles? Is it running down the stage? What's happening in there?
I don't know, man. The ground's wet. It's pretty slippery out there.
Great job. Well done. Listen, Ben, it's been a tough old afternoon for you. How are you managing to cope with it all?
Yeah, it's been pretty tough, all right. It's now we got pissing down rain, so makes it pretty hard to sort of get a rhythm. We haven't had a clean stage all day. We've been held up for 30k in the stage before, and yeah, but we're still having fun.
Are you still working with that brake issue?
No, we changed the master cylinder at the second service and been going good since, but yeah, got held up in the last few stages, and then yeah, be a bit of a shame to not have a clean run on these awesome stages.
Oh, what a shame. There we go. Well, let's keep it safe. There we are. As the rain now absolutely hammers down. Yet you're explaining to us then, Blair, about the power stage. Extra points on offer for the fastest down to the 5th fastest, yeah?
Yeah, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 for those top 5 cars. For someone like Ben, massively important. He's clinging on to that last little bit of hope, because we know anything can happen in rallying, right? But he needs to be within 9 points of Hayden across the day. He's already lost a lot of time, a lot of positions in the overall championship. And he needs these power stage points.
He really does, and he needs them in particular because he's having a really difficult day. Brake issues holding him up earlier on in the day. The long stage, the big one, 42 kilometres, caught behind the car in front of him for quite some time as well. So this stage, vitally important, but difficult when you've had such a stop-start morning just to turn it on in these conditions.
Absolutely, but I mean, Ben's there's a reason he's a 2-time New Zealand rally champion. So that's the pressure these guys operate under, but that's the pressure that they've got to perform.
Yeah, and he's in a great car as well. By the way, we have to once again thank our sponsors of the stage, Online Stabilisation, doing a great job in bringing the coverage from the power stage here, stage 7 off the rally. Once we've talked to this guy, I think it's Rana. Rana's still in the championship.
Absolutely. He's only 5 points behind Hayden coming in here, so that's a puncture, a spin, something like that for Hayden. He's sitting 3rd at the moment behind Shane. He's absolutely got everything to play for. This is an important, and look at that, the wipers.
Oh, let's have a wee look. Yeah, look at that. That is not great. The vision, let's have a word with him. Oh, dearie me. Rana, that's happened, as it always does with wipers, at exactly the wrong time.
Just as it started, mate.
How was it in the stage, though? Was it difficult?
Yeah, couldn't see. Bloody, it was annoying as. Just as soon as I started the stage, it went off.
One more stage to go. Can you fix that?
I hope so.
Still smiling. Oops. There we go. He's quite some character. I tell you what, I follow rallying around the world. This is one of my favourite liveries. It really does stand out. He's a great driver, and he's a man who just knows how to enjoy his rally.
That's absolutely it. For Rana, this is absolutely a release. You know, he's a very successful businessman through multiple of companies. This is his release. This is what he turns up for recce, and he gets it done. You know, the other guys, they're chasing it, they're watching videos. Rana just turns up, does it. He absolutely throws that car around. He's spectacular to watch.
And he won the last round of the championship. He's a decent driver. He knows how to handle that car.
Oh, absolutely. It's twice now he's won a round of the championship, and there's not a lot of guys that have in the Hayden Paddon era, because Hayden Paddon's Hayden Paddon, right? But
yeah, there's a lot of people that have been second.
yeah, there's been a lot of people that have been second, yes.
There we go, that's Rana Horn. He's still very much in the hunt for this year's New Zealand Rally Championship. As you said, is Ben Hunt. Hunt is in the hunt. Now, next car's through. Who is this?
This is Todd Borden. So this is our Online Stabilisers, online contractors man, the Ford Fiesta, Katrina Renshaw.
Only Ford Fiesta Rally 2, yeah, it is a Rally 2 car in the field. And, you know, Todd was saying he's driven this rally. I think he's won this one before.
Yeah, way back in the early 2000s. So Todd's, he had a bit of a break from rallying for a while, but he's well back into it now, and it's fantastic to see.
You can never escape it, can you?
No.
You can never escape it. Todd, we have to thank you for your sponsorship of this power stage. Tell me about your experience in there. The rain is chucking it down now.
Yeah, it was nice. It was slippery, mate, but it's a lot of fun. It was a good stage. Actually, more grip than I thought there was going to be. It had been dry, so no, it was good.
What about tyre choice when you come into a stage like this? Is it just deal with what you've got?
What we got here, mate. So this it is. Yeah, that was good.
Car still looking nice and tidy. Well done, guys.
Thank you.
There we are, Todd Borden, as you said. You're back in a rally car, and finding his way back into it is difficult. There's Rana stopped there. Should we be worried about that with the bonnet open?
I don't think so. He did say that he thought that it was just loose. Right. So, you know, they obviously carry some tools in the car, and I suspect that they're just getting in there and trying to get that wiper sorted, because that's just, as the weather packs in like this, it's just going to become more and more impossible, isn't it?
And it's one of those things we always say when windscreen wipers fail. They always fail at the worst possible moment. Well, that's because you only ever put them on when it rains. Yeah. And if they fail, it is the worst possible moment.
Absolutely. It is definitely raining now, isn't it?
Shucking it down. It'll be interesting to see how these boys are getting on. Now, who is this?
So this is Dave Sievers. So he's in what we call the Rally Challenge class, which is a gateway class into the New Zealand Rally Championship. He's only done a couple of rounds this year. He had a little bit of an off down a bank in the previous stage, as you can see a little bit of damage.
Right.
But,
oh yeah, he's lost a little bit of bodywork. It's David, that's right. Let's go and have a word with David. Oh, and you can see the inside of the car's getting a little bit fogged up as well. David, yeah, we talked to you earlier on. You weren't feeling so well. You've had a little bingo since then. It's been an adventurous day.
Yeah. Still just spewing up, so.
Oh, you poor thing. Oh, you'll be looking forward to getting back. We'll let you head off.
Get to the end.
Yeah, good man, best of luck. Oh, that is never good. Listen, I'm not quite sure what's up, but he has been ill since first thing this morning. He felt a little better when we saw him at the end of stage 3. He's going the other way again. He looks awful again, the poor lad. Difficult though, what do? You just carry on.
Absolutely, and you know, it's a grueling day. The guys were up leaving fielding this morning at 5:30. That means you're out of bed at 4:30, you know?
3:30, Blair, my alarm went off. Oh, let's have a word. Jeff, you kind of promised us a bit of Manawatu weather. It's arrived, doesn't it?
Yeah, it certainly has. And I was told it'd be grippier in there with the water just to get the dust out and sort of mortar it together, but that was pretty slippery.
Really?
Woo!
Is the water gathering? Are there puddles? Is there standing water in there?
There's everything, mate. Fortunately, we're not still back in there, but you know.
Oh, good job, well done, mate.
Thank you.
There we go. Yeah, that's what it's about. You got to go out and make the most of it, that's for sure. But as I say, for me, what's incredible is how adaptable these drivers are. The recce, completely dry. You're making notes in dusty, dry conditions. The first 6 stages of the rally, more or less, second stage with a little damp in places, more or less dry. You come into this, the most horrendous weather, you have to adapt. You have no choice.
Absolutely, and these guys, again, the battle between young Zeal Jones here and Jeff Ward, that's merely seconds, isn't it?
We'll have a chat with young Zeal. Is this one of the up-and-coming stars?
This is one of our absolute up-and-coming young stars.
Now, let's have a word with Zeal. The window's down, that'll help. Open the door, Zeal. No, that's fine, thank you very much. No. Yeah, we'll get in there. There we are. Zeal having a great battle out there, but these are not the conditions you want to be fighting too hard in.
No, we're having a few troubles. I'm starting to get a little frustrated, but just got to keep it together for the last one and, just get to the end.
Frustration is not a thing that rally drivers should ever think about.
Exactly, that's why I'm just trying to keep it together. We've got 22 Ks to go, so yeah, see how we go.
You seem far too intelligent to get frustrated. Words of wisdom from me. Well done, mate.
Thank you.
I say words of wisdom, probably absolute nonsense. Frustration, though, is something that so many rally drivers have gone off because of frustration. You've got to get on top of that. You never want to get frustrated in a rally car.
Oh, absolutely, and it's so hard to temper young emotions. You look at Jeff Argyle, who's the next car in, who's done this so many times, and that's why he's our top all-comer so far.
Jeff, I found out a little bit more about you since this morning. You obviously know these roads quite well, but what about these conditions? I guess this is kind of normal.
It was really slippery in there. I was quite amazed. And we made a big mistake. I tried to do it in 8 second-hand tyres and pushing it uphill, basically.
So it was a bit slippery. Can it be fun when it's slippery like that, though?
Nah, not. On new tyres will be right, but yeah.
You've kept it looking nice and tidy. Well done. There we are. Now, Jeff's co-driver. Tell me a little bit about him.
So Kester's been around for a fair while. Did a bit of rallying, I think, back probably 15 years ago. We haven't seen him around. I think his son's more involved in the drifting scene nowadays. So.
We saw him this morning. He got frustrated. couldn't work the trip machine.
Oh, yeah, well, that's never handy.
Always difficult. Now, who have we got coming in?
We got Grant Blackberry up next. So he's our leader in the Rally Challenge class. Just doing the one-off round this year. Right. But he tends to do this. He just turns up and delivers every time. He's just like
look at that. Look at that. I've got to squeeze in here, Grant. Sorry. Oh, dearie me. I'm used to this. It's Scottish weather, but goodness me. Difficult to adapt from the dry, slippery conditions this morning to this now, even slipperier maybe.
Yeah, big time. Yeah, no, it was. You certainly had to be careful on the throttle. Yeah. Easy to have a spin in there, yeah.
Yeah. But you kept it nice and tidy?
Yep, no, we had a good run. Yeah, we actually was all right. So one proper stage to go and then try and get round the tarmac, yeah.
Look forward to seeing you there. That could be interesting as well. Final stage of the day. Don't forget, folks, the Manfield stage at the circuit there. That could be really interesting on the tarmac if this weather continues, which sadly I think it will. But we have been lucky. I was expecting a fully wet day out here today. We got 6 stages more or less dry. We actually saw some sunshine as well, Blair, at one point. It was pleasant. But now, yeah, proper weather. Who's this?
Andy Martin and Rocky Hudson. So back over the other side with the R5 Polo.
The Hudson co-driving dynasty.
Absolutely.
One of the nicest families in New Zealand rallying. But let's have a word with Andy. You're one of the nicest chaps as well. I was talking about Rocky again there. I get a bit carried away.
We're talking about him.
I've got a soft spot for you, co-driver. Does that sound bad?
He's been better today, but Clarky Biddy was very boring for the last 2 days.
But today's been fun out there.
Today's been good, mate. Yeah, we're just starting to get a bit quicker and quicker, so it's good.
It's a wonderfully capable car, isn't it?
It is. It's just not a wonderfully capable driver, but we're getting there, buddy.
Good man. We'll see you later on. Yeah, Rocky Hudson, his wife Lisa, co-driver, his son Jared, the co-driver, his daughter.
Yeah, Amy as well. So.
Amy's a co-driver. I forgot the name there. Could you tell?
Now you might even be able to understand this man.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a friend of mine. Sean Haggerty. His daughter is also an excellent co-driver.
Yeah, she's doing fantastic things. Unfortunately, with Stewie Reid, they retired earlier today. But
dear, that's unfortunate. Stewie Reid in the wonderful Group B RX-7. Sorry, Sean. Did I give you a little fright there, my friend? A wee flag.
I've had enough frights today, Colin. We've nearly upside down.
Where? In here?
Oh, stage before. It was a cracker, Ted, wasn't it?
Is it just a little bit of over-enthusiasm? What is it that's getting you in these conditions?
Yeah, having me balls that are too big, to be fair, yeah. The talent's just not there.
The balls are bigger than the talent, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, up, yeah.
Keep it together. Look at this state. Look, you can see the dust that was around earlier. Look, Sean's covered in dust. The inside of the car covered in dust. Fantastic guy. And as I say, his daughter really doing great things. And you know, it's something we're getting used to in New Zealand. You've got some world-class, or verging on world-class, particularly female co-drivers coming through.
Absolutely. Yeah, Bella's really progressing well. We're lucky enough to see her training with the Gelsaminos earlier in the year as well, Rhiannon Gelsaminos.
I love this car. I absolutely love this car. Since my first Otago rally, it's been my favourite car in the field. I just love it. I could just sit here all day and talk to you, but I won't. All I'm doing is getting out of the rain. Tell me about the last few stages, in particular this one.
Yeah, it's pretty slippery out there now. We've got a pretty good lead in the category, so we can just cruise on home. Fingers crossed, you know, nothing silly.
When the weather comes down like this, it's nice to have a little margin, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, you can just back off a wee bit. Of course, you can't back off too much. But yeah, this is normally where all the action happens, isn't it? The last couple of stages. So
it's a car that needs to be driven.
Been there and done that before.
Good man. Great stuff. Well done, Marcus. Thank you. Let's have a word with Dylan. Yeah, these are great little cars. I think we're Rally 4 Fiestas. Is that right?
Yeah, correct.
Oh, Dylan, dearie me. Another challenge for you with this kind of weather out here.
Yeah, you'd feel at home in this kind of weather, wouldn't you?
I'd like to say I'm loving it, but I'm not.
Yeah, no, that was one heck of a challenge, completely different to this morning. A lot of the four-wheel drive cars have pulled a lot of mud out, and being the first front-wheel drive car, we were clearing a line that no one else is using, so the car felt down on power, just the amount of gravel and stuff on the road, but yeah, just got to keep going.
That's a difficult thing. Are you following those lines, or are you having to go around the cuts they're taking?
We are following a few of them. A couple of them catch us out because we don't have quite the travel that they do, but yeah, no, it's been not too bad.
You're doing a great job. It's all part of the learning process. Well done, young man.
Thank you.
There we are. Now, the height of optimism. The height of optimism. Yeah, it certainly isn't the height of a what's the word I'm looking for? Satirical elegance is the word I'm looking for. Now, I said that was the last car. I love this car. Let's do this one. This is
Mason Grimmer.
Mason, there we are. Let's have a word with Mason. Homemade car. Other side. Just look. This could take your head off. It's quite some piece of engineering. It really is. I absolutely love it. We talked to Mason earlier on, but we'll talk to you again, Mason. Still admiring, still loving your car. How's it coping with these conditions, though?
That stage was the slippiest conditions I've ever driven in. Probably perhaps the wrong tyre choice, but the stages today has been going good. And the fast and flying stuff is what I like, and this car likes that too. And the tight and twisty, we sort of struggle a little bit more. But hey, you've got to deal with it, and no, it's an old battler, and it gets a lot of abuse. But hey, we're still here. We're going to get this finish. We've got to get one.
Yeah, well done, mate. You're doing a great job. Well done, guys. There we go. Just look at it. Look at the aerodynamics on this. It is all home designed. It is all homemade. That is fantastic. How old is that guy? He's not that old, right?
No, I think he's 20 or 21, Mason. He's doing a fantastic job. Some of his times have been spectacular. He got let down in stage 2 with a car trouble at that tricky hairpin, unfortunately. But man, what a great drive. And again, another future talent of our sport.
Future talent, engineering-wise and driving-wise. Folks, thank you very much for joining us here at the Online Stabilisations Power Stage. Blair, you've been an absolute font of all knowledge again. Thank you for putting up with the rain here. You've been a star.
No, thank you for having us, Cole. Always good to see you over here in little old NZ.
Oh, we love it. Listen, if you haven't already, Daybreaker Rally, make sure you follow our socials. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we are on YouTube. There are still 2 stages to go. If you're anywhere near the Manawatu, head down this evening to the Manfield Sports Complex down there, the Motorsport Complex. It is going to be, with this weather, spectacular. Thanks for joining us, folks. We'll see you all again later on this evening.